My name is Martin, your friendly neighborhood clicker guy. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the most basic use of TurningPoint AnyWhere, our most recent April 2011 update. The scenario for this video includes anyone who's conducting an interactive training or presentation and would like to collect responses to verbal questions. For this scenario, the data collected will only be used during this presentation, and there'll be no need to save the session. As with all of our software solutions, the first step to a successful presentation is to plug in your receiver. So I'm just going to plug this right into the USB port and get started. The next step is to load the software. In this case, I'm going to load TurningPoint AnyWhere, or I'm just going to refer to it as TPAW. This opening screen is called the Launchpad. Once I load the software, I'm going to verify that my receiver is active. I can see that it is set to channel 41, the default setting of our new systems. You also want to verify that your response cards are set to 41. Speaking of response cards, TurningPoint AnyWhere can be used with any of our cards, including the RF, the XR, and our new NXT. Remember, our scenario includes the most basic use of TPAW. So we're going to click Poll on the Launchpad. This takes you to the show bar, and you are ready to begin collecting responses. Let's review. Step 1, plug in the receiver. Step 2, load TurningPoint AnyWhere. Step 3, click on Poll. To begin polling, click on the Start Polling icon and ask your question. For example, what type of response card are you using? Push A for the RF, B for the XR, or C for the NXT. As you can see on the show bar, I have 7 responses. When you are ready to see the results, click Stop Polling. The first time you use TPAW, the graph may be very large and take up the whole screen. This may work for you since you are asking verbal questions. If not, you can resize the graph and move it to a more suitable location. The next time you open and close polling, the graph will remain resized and in the location you last positioned it. Even if you close the software and open it for use at a later time, the graph will take on the size and position of your last presentation. We have gone through the basics of using TPAW and verbal questioning. There's no reason to save the session because our goal was to get the audience engaged and allow their responses to make the presentation more meaningful to them. Let's review. For this review, I'm going to actually take you through a simulated sample instruction lesson. Hello class. For the next few minutes, I would like to discuss Chapter 14, the Civil War. This is going to be an interactive lesson, and I'm going to use TurningPoint AnyWhere. So please make sure you have your response cards ready and set to channel 41. Now, based on your reading so far and your family's background, if you lived back in 1861, would you be part of the Confederacy or the Union? Go ahead and push A if you would have been part of the Confederacy, and B if you would have been part of the Union. You may answer now. Let's take a look at the results and discuss your reasoning. Now that we have discussed some of the details of the Civil War, I would like you to choose a side that you would have joined if you had the choice. Confederacy or Union. Same as before, push A for Confederacy, B for Union. Okay, let's stop polling. Interesting results. Please concentrate on the next 3 questions. I would like to know how well you understand the events in our discussion today. Your answer choices will be A for Confederacy or B for Union. Mark C if you truly do not know the answer. Let's go with question number 1. By April of 1861, Texas, Louisiana, and North Carolina joined this group. Again, A for Confederacy, B for Union, C if you truly do not know the answer. Okay, the correct answer is A, the Confederacy. Let's try another one. This group's soldiers typically wore gray. Would that be A, B, or C? And most of you are correct. The Confederacy was dressed primarily in gray uniforms, and the Union was blue. Question number 3. Jefferson Davis was made president of this group. Yes, most of you are correct. Jefferson Davis was president of the Confederate States of America. Abraham Lincoln was president of the United States of America at the time. Now, as you can see, based on the results of the previous question, I can see that most of my class seems to be up to speed with the lesson. I did have a few wrong answers. If you would like to know how to find out which students need help, check out TPAW video number 2. That wraps it up for this video, a basic introduction to TurningPoint AnyWhere using verbal questioning. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for your interest in making your presentations more engaging and successful.